Hey you, yes you, thanks for tuning in to the Healthy, Wild, and Free podcast. My name is David Benjamin. I'm your host and the founder of HealthyWildAndFree.com. If you're like me, you understand that health, the mind, body, spirit, heart connection, and living a green, eco-friendly, sustainable lifestyle are some of the most valuable and life-enhancing lessons that we can learn and pass on to our children to live happy and abundant lives. That's why this podcast was created, to help you grow in these areas. If you aren't already subscribed to the newsletter, go to HealthyWildAndFree.com, click the box at the top right-hand corner to get a free copy of our latest ebook, and you'll be subscribed to be notified about future podcasts. Thanks for subscribing and tuning in. Enjoy. Hello, podcast listeners. This is David Benjamin, your host of the Healthy, Wild, and Free podcast. Today we're going to be talking with Anca Iordachianu. I believe I said that correctly, but if I didn't, she'll let me know. I hope so at least. And today we're going to be talking about wheatgrass and sprouts and the healing power of them and how you can kind of incorporate and integrate them into your life for more health, wellness, vitality, and all those types of things. So Anca, together with her husband, Gabriel, started their business unintentionally after Anca returned from a 3-week stay at the Hippocrates Health Institute in January of 2011. I went there to help heal myself of cancer and came back feeling like a new woman, says Anca. Everyone noticed a huge difference in me, and I felt I just had to educate the public about this lifestyle. To support her health at home, her husband, Gabriel, began growing wheatgrass and sprouts for her to juice since they were unable to find reliable sources locally. He also adopted some of Anca's new eating habits, and after only 3 weeks of drinking wheatgrass juice, he no longer needed medication for his diabetes. This spawned my passion for these foods, so I quit my full-time job as an engineer in the automotive industry to run the greenhouse and manage my own business, states Gabriel. Anca teaches 1-hour introductory juicing classes throughout the metro Detroit area, including at their greenhouse. During her presentation, she shares her personal story of her cancer, explains the powerful benefits of wheatgrass, sprouts, and green juices, talks about the various juicers, and demonstrates how to juice for maximum nutrition. You can visit her wheatgrass and sprouts website at wheatgrassandsprouts.com. And I'm going to put her through on the call right now. Anca, are you there?
Yes. Hi, David.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to say one more thing I forgot to say. For those of you that live in Michigan or the metro Detroit area, Anca will be at the Awake and Empowered Expo on October 11th, 12th, and 13th. So you can learn more about that at awakeandempoweredexpo.com or Awake and Empowered. Just you can Google that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I wanted to start the interview by asking you, like I ask all of my guests, how did you initially or originally get into kind of health and wellness? What sparked that passion?
Well, in my case, it started 4 years ago when I was diagnosed with cancer, and that changed my life. And I started to research all the alternative ways to detoxify my body after the conventional treatments that I had and to strengthen my immune system. And through my research, I found a place in Florida called Hippocrates Health Institute where I was there for 3 weeks. And after just 3 weeks, I could see a very big transformation in my health. I was a lot more energetic. I was detoxified. I had all good results on my blood. And I knew that this is the lifestyle I should have had all my life, but I had to learn it the hard way. So that was the moment for me 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Actually, my mom is a cancer survivor as well. And for her, looking back, it was kind of a blessing because it allowed her to make changes in her life, which actually now she works in the health field as well. So you have that similarity with her. Looking back on the cancer, for you, do you kind of see it as a blessing now because of what you learned through that healing process?
Absolutely. I think for and I talk to so many cancer patients and, people coming to us, and I don't see anybody, not learning something from this cancer. And I think we all feel cancer is like a tap on our shoulder. God's telling us that we need to change the way. And we really wake up and we learn that we have to make changes in all aspects, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm still transforming. Every day I think I learn new things, and absolutely is a challenge, from God. I think cancer. We all learn something, and we become, I hope, better.
I agree. Yeah. Within your life, obviously, the Hippocrates Health Institute was beneficial, and then Wheatgrass and Sprouts were beneficial. But you mentioned, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. What were some of the changes that you made in your life that were kind of that wake-up call that helped inspire those changes in your life beyond Wheatgrass and Sprouts?
Well, yeah, except the food. I was an workaholic before, and I thought that, I have to work hard to prove myself. That's the way I'm going to, help my family. And what I've learned first is that, yes, I can take time off for being sick, and the company is still there. And I learned to, to put more time for my family, for myself. I learned that I have to love more people and to tell them more that I love. So a lot of very good, we strengthen the relationships that, I strengthen the relationships that I had and with my friends and my family. And the biggest change, I got very close to God. I realized that I cannot do it alone, and I need help. And I raised my eyes and to the sky, and I started to pray, and a lot of help started to come. That was the right book, the right person. Even the idea to go to Hippocrates, it came like from nowhere. I cannot even explain how that came. And my connection with God and my connection with people, it's so much different than used to be. And I'm a calmer person, and I think I try to understand more what purpose I have. Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of a not only a wake-up call, but a reminder to do things that you know to do, but you kind of forget along the way when work and life gets involved.
I was focusing on the wrong things. I was not doing wrong things, but I think I was just thinking that other things are more important. So that was a shift in my thinking. And
in priorities. It's okay. So Wheatgrass and Sprouts. I'm really excited to talk to you about Wheatgrass and Sprouts because I actually spent some time at a place called the Creative Health Institute in Michigan, which is they really do a lot of wheatgrass and sprouts. It's kind of like the Hippocrates Health Institute, and they do a lot with wheatgrass and sprouts. And I don't know if you know who Ann Wigmore is by any chance.
Of course, everybody who goes to Hippocrates learns about Ann Wigmore, which was the founder of Hippocrates Health Institute like 60 years ago. She was a woman who healed herself through, juicing of wheatgrass, sprouts, and eating raw foods. And after she healed herself, she discovered, why they're so healthy. She learned this from her grandma in Lithuania, that the wheatgrass and the sprouts are very powerful, but she had no idea. She just started to take them, and she healed herself of cancer. And after that, she discovered, why wheatgrass is so powerful, why sprouts, they're so healing. And that's what they teach us at Hippocrates, that what they teach at Creative Health Institute is also founded by her.
I didn't even realize she founded the Hippocrates. That's funny.
Yes, she founded Creative and Hippocrates and a few other institutes. The difference in between Creative and Hippocrates is that today's directors of the institute, Brian Clement and Ana Maria Clement, they researched wheat and Whitmore for 10 years or so, and after that institute burned in fire and Whitmore died. The institute was in Boston, and they moved it to Florida, and they just make it bigger.
Huh.
So,
interesting.
The same platform.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. So do they actively they use wheatgrass and sprouts very actively at Hippocrates then?
Yes, that's the main juice that we drink there. So the first thing in the morning and in the afternoon, everybody drinks wheatgrass. It's part of the protocol. And through the day, several times in a day, we drink green juices from sprouts and cucumber. And these are the main juices of the protocol, and the rest is raw foods that we eat. A lot of sprouted beans and seeds, and a lot of raw foods.
Mm-hmm. For someone that's kind of new to health and wellness, what exactly is wheatgrass? For someone who has no clue what it is.
Wheatgrass is actually a sprout that grows from a germinated wheat seed. So they're wheat berries that we germinate first, and then we plant them in soil, and they start growing, and they grow green grass. And when they reach a certain stage of splitting stage, we call it, around 14 days, we harvest it, and that's the wheatgrass that we juice. It's in a sprouted form. It still has a lot of life force, because that's the most unknown thing about sprouts. Why they're so healing is because they have life force. If they will see Kirlian photographies of these sprouts, they have a very, very big aura. And we put this life force into our bodies when we are sick, and that energy is also helping us heal.
Mm-hmm. So wheatgrass is basically wheat before it turns into wheat, basically.
Right. It's a very young, it's in the first 14 days.
And it's does wheat, I don't know, I think wheat has gluten, doesn't it? But wheatgrass doesn't?
Wheat has gluten, but in the moment that germinates, the gluten disappears, because through germination, the seeds change molecular structure. So it's gluten-free. Wheatgrass is gluten-free, and everybody can have it. Even people with celiac disease or gluten tolerance, they can have wheatgrass juice.
Okay, awesome. So for everyone listening that has gluten intolerance or anything like that, wheatgrass, even though it's before wheat, it's still gluten-free, so you can still benefit from the health benefits of it. So wheatgrass is a grass, sprouted grass. What is wheatgrass? What are kind of the health benefits of wheatgrass? What does it contain nutritionally? What does it do in the body? And how does it benefit us when we consume it?
Yeah. What people need to know that the cause of disease today is because we are too toxic, is toxicity. Secondly is deficiency. And thirdly is the acidity of our body. And wheatgrass has the power to touch and to solve all these problems that we have. Number one is the strongest detoxifier on earth. It goes to the liver in 7 minutes and